welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a minute. I am so sorry, life got in the way as it always does, but I am back at it with another Sims 4 video. And basically what happened is I started a new save file, so essentially everything in all my other save files is gone. So I was like, you know what, it's been a minute anyways, why not let me start with a fresh new start. So as you can see, I am building a house by the cul-de-sac, and as you can see from the top right is a picture of the reference house that I was trying to build. I was trying to go for like a more American house. Not sure if I actually accomplished it, but I did try. Okay. According to my mom, yes, I'm gonna say my mother, I'm gonna bring my mother into this. According to my mother, my house ended up looking a lot better. So hey, I would say that's an accomplishment. And as you can see here, I was trying to build the little top half of the roof, but then I forgot that this was The Sims 4. Okay, it's been a minute since I played The Sims 4, and I forget that it's very strict. So I just scrapped the idea at the end, and I was just like, you know what, Sims 4, if you do not want to give me like a half wall that I can put a roof over, then that's none of my business. I'm gonna move on with or without you, and I'm gonna create this. I mean, I could have technically made it a 2-story and just had the roof hang over the sides, but I don't think I was in for that much. Hey, honestly, I was not. So I was like, it's a starter home anyways. I have to stick to the budget, which is one of the hardest things. So this budget, oh my god, guys, it screwed with me so hard. But I genuinely did try to stick to the budget. You can also see in the way I am building this house. Oh, I have forgotten everything. Okay, I've got everything. I'm sure there's a lot. There are ways that I could have done some of the things that I was doing a lot easier, but did I do it? Story for another day. I did not do that, okay, because it has been a minute. So excuse my trying to figure it all out again, because it's gonna take me a while. It's gonna take me a few more houses. This was literally one of the first houses that I'm building after like months of not playing this game. And you know what? The Sims will always hold my heart. So the front porch windows are not generally my favorite because they're too harsh. According to me, they look very harsh. Somebody else might not think that, but like they look okay, but it's too much. The little shutters make it too harsh to the eye, so I end up replacing them with the same windows as all the rest of the house, which in my opinion that's a lot better because it's a bit of consistency. As you can see, I'm going back in the inside trying to figure out a layout that will work for this small house. Oh my god, guys, it's so easy to want to build like a giant Aminosaurus mansion in The Sims 4, but have to stick to the budget, okay? I'm sure I made use of every single penny that this poor broke had. So I created a new sim and everything just for me to come back and start building this household. So yeah, what I also like to do when I create layouts is make sure that I put like reference items in each of the rooms so that I know what each of the room is supposed to be, because if I do come back I will forget. Okay, I am a forgetful person. It is what it is, and I'm just gonna move on from that fact. Okay, I've learned to accept it. It is who I am. Other ways in which I could better myself, yes. Will I do it? No, because why? That's life. Okay, I'm not here for it. Okay, I don't come for me. So as you can see, I am back to changing the windows on the porch to look like the rest of the house. I'm done with the layout now, so I was trying to be fancy with my terrain paint. I did try and keep it simple. Also, I think you guys are gonna realize that the way in which I was adding some of the terrain paint for some of the flowers, it's a bit big. Okay, it's giving, that's gonna be a lot of flowers, and that's gonna hit the budget because The Sims 4 landscaping is very expensive. Okay, so it's gonna cost a pretty penny, but here I thought I got 6 grand. That's a lot of money. I can make it work, but forgetting that no, I have to buy every other piece of furniture that this house is gonna require. And The Sims 4's currency situation genuinely needs to be studied, okay? So yeah, and also here I was trying to distinguish between the living space and the bedrooms. I was like, it's too much brown. I cannot have all that brown in the same place. Having the bedrooms be brown, having the living room be brown, it was just too much brown. So I was like, let me switch it up. And also I did switch it up with the kitchen. I made the kitchen match the bathroom. That's a normal thing where I'm from. I'm not sure if it's like a normal thing in America. Just let me know in the comments if that's actually a thing. But where I'm from, it's generally sometimes normal to match tiles in the bathroom with tiles in the kitchen, especially if it makes sense. Like the subway could be like used in both the kitchen and the bathroom, so it makes sense. It keeps it a bit consistent, and gives matchy vibes. Like, yeah, we know what we're doing, and the house is like coherent. Is that the word? I think that is the word. So yeah, here now we are basically adding the basic furnitures of each of the rooms. So I started off with the kitchen because I feel like the kitchen could be very expensive, but I did try to go with the most used, most secondhand stuff that I could find, because the kitchen is very expensive. Okay, those cabinets are not cheap. Okay, the fridge is not cheap. Okay, the fridge was kind of cheap. I didn't want to give them a secondhand fridge because I was giving that a lot. Okay, a lot of the things in this house are already very muchly used looking, so I didn't want to continue that with some of the appliances. So I kept the appliances kind of new, but like old style. So it's like you get a new fridge, but it's still old looking. So I do come back to the kitchen to add a little bit more clutter. But I was not sure that this budget was gonna be able to make it through all the rooms, as well as the landscaping for the outside. So yeah, I I was very stingy with some of the stuff. And another thing, oh my god, the rugs in this game. Oh my god, we need so much more diversity when it comes to rugs, because, and when I say this, I mean particularly to the size of the rugs, because yes, you can like make them bigger, you can make them smaller, but like they have ratios, and if you use like the square bracket keys to make it bigger and smaller, it like the ratio just doubles, and sometimes that does not always work out very well. And I know there is a mod that you can specifically specify the sizes of the rugs that you want, but honestly, I'm a slightly lazy person, and I would just appreciate it if the rugs just, and they made a bit more sense. But I guess I should just invest the time in making gaining the knowledge. Yes, gaining the knowledge. Oh my god, my English is not Englishing, but yeah, I should make the effort to kind of gain the knowledge on how to use that tool, because it's a very useful tool, especially when you want to make things bigger or smaller, and you're gonna need to do that a lot with rugs in The Sims 4. So I promise you, by the next time I make another video, I will have that mod down to a T, so I can make my rugs like so much better. Another thing, rugs are so expensive. Why was there such a big like difference between this rug? I looked at this rug, I'm like, it's a nice rug, but it's just the circles are throwing me off. So let me get the other rug with like little prints. The price difference, wow, it's actually ridiculous. But I guess it's a very great depiction of like real life. And also, when I was taking like screenshots of the room, especially the bedroom, I did not realize that this main bedroom was as small as it was. um but hey, you're a man on a budget, so it should be fine. Honestly, you could also switch it up and make the second bedroom the main bedroom, because it does look bigger. It genuinely actually does. Maybe I should have done that and made the other ones the second bedroom. But to me, in my head, it looks like the primary bedroom, where I have the big bed, the double bed, is a lot bigger than this one. I don't know if I'm correct in that term or not, but to me, it just looks a lot bigger. Maybe it's because it's a lot more square. it's not necessarily a square, but it's a lot more square-ish than the secondary bedroom that looks more rectangular and very small. But yeah, either way, you can switch it up. It's up to you. This was just me generally just creating a simple home with simple furniture and trying to make it look as nice as possible. So here I am coming back to the kitchen to add a little bit more clutter because it was a bit bare, but yeah, I just added little clutter, and you can literally tell with how long it will take me to try and find. I was trying to find, there's this little spices thing that you can get on the Sims 4 as like a clutter item. I was trying to find it, but for the love of me, I could not find it. And at some point, I just figured maybe I just don't have enough in my budget to actually be able to find the item. So it's like one of the red items because I don't think I looked through the red items that were like blocked off because I didn't have enough money. That piece of furniture was too expensive. I was like, oh my god, why is that so expensive? I'd rather just keep my pants in the drawers rather than like have them hanging out there. Anyways, it's rich people stuff. So, and we ain't got the budget for that either way. So I was in shock. Okay, when you play this game on a budget mode, you genuinely have like a serious appreciation for how much something can go for. It's actually ridiculous because wow, why is it so expensive? Somebody explain it to me. But either way, we've made it through. I did not have enough money. As you can see, this is where I realized that okay, maybe I do not have the budget for all the flowers that I could add um into this yard. So I just end up having like five in each side and then just fixing the rest of the landscape because I could not afford it. I genuinely could not afford it. But it was a very fun build. I had so much fun building it, and I hope you guys had as much fun. So please like, follow, and subscribe and continue on watching.